Breakfast is proudly brought to you by the Jetstar 50. Get more out of your weekend with Jetstar's 50 must-do experiences. Find yours at jetstar.com/50.
It's Monday, the 3rd of October. Kia ora, good morning. Lovely to have you with us.
This is Breakfast. Morena, it's 6 o'clock.
Just ahead, foreign companies sourcing water from Hawke's Bay, then selling it back to residents, has got locals fuming and calling for action from the government. We'll get John Key's reaction.
Almost 19 years ago, Olivia Hope and Ben Smart were killed. Their bodies never found, the man convicted of killing them behind bars. But is Scott Watson really the murderer? A new docudrama casts doubt over his conviction. We investigate.
The first three-parent baby has successfully been born overseas, a huge breakthrough that's thanks to research on human embryos. So should we be doing the same kind of research here? That discussion at 10 to 7.
Plus, he did it, didn't he, Brody? He did it. Joseph Parker knocks out Alexander Dimitrenko. We reveal what's up next for the heavyweight boxer. A sneaky world title bout here in New Zealand, maybe. That's in 40 minutes.
Dust off the Cluedo and the Connect for the second week of the holidays. Unfortunately, looks like a bit of a mess. The details to come. Welcome to Breakfast right now. It's 6 o'clock.
Thanks, Sam. Now Daniel with the news.
Thanks, Hillary. Good morning. Some residents in Huntly are facing an arduous clean-up this morning after heavy rains flooded several homes. Water poured into 5 houses on Riverview Road last night, with the fire service called in to help pump out a garage. One man moved into his new home 3 days ago and is still optimistic, despite a minor slip piling his deck with debris.
Even though it looked a little grotty when I moved in, I think it's probably the sturdiest house on the street, to be perfectly honest, and I think I'm bloody lucky. More
rain is expected in the area this morning. Dozens have been first official overseas trip as a family of 4. 5 minutes past 6. I'll be back with the news headlines shortly.
Good morning, everyone. Location pretty close to home. This morning we jumped up on the roof of TVNZ, mostly because I thought there was going to be beautiful layers of fog shifting on through, but instead we've had a rain band rip through and kind of clear all of that cloud and that foggy kind of dew point action out of the way. So it's not raining. That's the main thing at this stage, but it is quite messy. We're going to start with the satellite this time. It was a messy weekend. You can see all that debris. Holiday, so I apologise for that.
It's not
as
your
I said,
fault,
though, Tuesday.
Sam.
Make plans for Tuesday.
I love the way you apologise.
Yeah.
That's so lovely. Do you know what? I made a fatal error over the weekend. Went away and left a window open with all that torrential rain. So the carpet's a little bit wet.
Just a little damp. It's right, needed a wash. Thank you very much, Sam. We'll catch you at 6:30. Brody Kane is here and celebrating some good results for you over the weekend, Brody.
It was an amazing weekend, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So much sport. It was great. I really got my my money's worth this weekend, I reckon. And we've got something hot off the press, guys. Big news out this morning with heavyweight.
No, say it isn't so. Coffee suppliers are under threat. This is coming up shortly. And that can only mean very disturbing and expensive news for coffee lovers. That's in 5 minutes.
And a big announcement out of Joseph Parker's camp. Yep, we'll reveal all the detail in 15 minutes. Kia ora, welcome back to Breakfast, 17 past 6 on your Monday morning. To the traffic, and on the southern you'll hit some heavy patches between Drury and Takanini and then again around Mount Wellington. Traffic is building on the northern. The rain is not helping things this morning. On the northwestern, is this the best of the lot? Maybe. A good time to head out. And things are smooth in Christchurch and Dunedin.
The Caltex Traffic Report, helping you enjoy the journey.
And in Breakfast News headlines, a number of Huntly families are continuing to mop up after flash flooding hit the Waikato town. Torrential rain sent water pouring into at least 5 homes last night, and more rain is expected this morning. At least 50 people have been killed at a festival in Ethiopia after troops opened fire on a large crowd of protesters, triggering a stampede. Plus, a New York Times investigation has revealed Donald Trump may have legally avoided paying income tax for up to 18 years. Well, more details in the news at 6:30.
Thanks, Daniel. To an issue very close to our hearts now, coffee, and the disturbing news that the supply chain is under threat due to climate change. In fact, if things keep going the way they are, a cup of coffee could become an endangered pleasure. Pravin Sulmi from Fairtrade New Zealand, how concerned should we be?
Look,
New Zealanders are big coffee fans. We drink over, well, we're ranked about number 15 in the world for our coffee consumption per capita, above the US and Australia. So coffee is very dear to us, so we should be taking note of this report.
So how soon could we run out?
And he was saying that back home what's happened is they've had a coffee leaf rust, which is a disease that affects the leaves of the plant. It essentially stops the plant from growing coffee, and the plant dies. And what's happened in their community is that they've lost up to about 40% of their coffee production just because of this coffee leaf rust, which is due to changes in the climate. So that's a real big issue for them. But what...
I was excited, you know, I could be excited as I could possibly be. You know, it's going to be an exciting time. It's exciting, isn't it?
Spill the goss. What have you got lined up?
I want to ask, how dusty are you feeling today, Brodie Kane?
No, I'm absolutely...
She was just tired. She was just...
3 in the WBO. So it's a little bit convoluted as to what's got to go on. So it works like this. If Tyson Fury gets stripped, and we think he will be, that means that the number 1 has to fight the number 2 in the WBO, which Joseph is number 1, Vlad Klitschko is number 2.
Thanks, Daniel. It's 8 minutes to 8 on New Zealand's Breakfast. If you like us and you can't quite get enough of Donald Trump, you'll love this next clip. Saturday Night Live has reenacted the first presidential debate, and we can tell you Alec Baldwin's impression of the Don will not disappoint. Alicia Malone has all the details. Morning, Alicia.
Good morning. Yes, the new season of Saturday Night Live kicked off with a big bang, with them lampooning the first presidential election. You had Kate McKinnon doing her wonderful impression of Hillary Clinton, but the man who stole the show was Alec Baldwin as Donald Trump. Have a little look at this.
Tried out the helium challenge.
I know, it seems to be a bit of a trend, celebrities on helium, and this is another trend that I want you guys to try, singing on helium. Britney Spears was on the Jonathan Ross show when she was asked to take a big swig of helium and sing any song that she liked, and it's a short clip, but it's really worth it. Have a look at this. So it's a really short bit. I wish we had more of her singing Shake It Off. I want to hear that all day. But Britney Spears, I like that she was up for the helium challenge.
Yeah. Hey, Alicia, Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds have had a very exciting weekend, apparently.
Yeah, that's right. They've given birth to their second child. Well, I say Blake has given birth to a second child, but the couple have welcomed it. Apparently the mother is doing really well. Blake...
Well, it's a brand new ministry with a brand new boss. We meet the woman taking on the unenviable job of looking out for our most vulnerable children. Grania Moss is here after 8.
Across, we get absolutely hammered, and it's coming in again right now. So, on that note, let's go and have a look at the rain radar. You can see quite a substantial amount of moisture pushing in from the west. It gathered itself over the top of the North Island overnight, and then you can see that's actually gone through now, heading towards the Coromandel. In fact, it's directly over the Coromandel right now, and now it's the beefy showers that Auckland sits in, and Hamilton as well. Well, pretty much the entire North Island, to be honest. To the regions down south, you guys are pretty sweet today. The day is mostly fine. Just allow for a few showers through central Otago into the afternoon. Alexandria, warm as toast, 20 degrees. Bit slippery out west. The heaviest falls at the top of the South Island, Westport, Nelson. Mostly this morning. The afternoon looks good. Mostly fine with light winds. And a bit dull to begin with on the east coast. A few showers for Blenheim today. Fog for Christchurch, but sunshine takes over the afternoon. It's looking quite nice. Hawke's Bay, chipper as well to begin with anyway, and it's warm, 19, 20 degrees. But into the afternoon, we get those converging winds. We get the boil up, so we get showers, potentially heavy in Hawke's Bay later today. And some good grunty showers for Taranaki first thing. The main theme through here, though, is cloudy with a few light showers. 16 for the capital, 19 in Palmerston North. And in the mid-north, a few showers for Tokoroa, but mostly fine. But that front is on its way. So after lunch, you expect the boil up, so showers firing up into the afternoon. So grab the brolly on the way out, and the main band goes through Auckland. Well, it's already been through Auckland, but the showers continue to push in from the west. So our northern group get some heavy falls today, and there is some fog for Hamilton. It's quite often to see how hard it's raining when you're looking at someone. It's just the way cameras work. But if we do it...
/50.
Good morning. Just gone 18 past 8 on breakfast. To the traffic. It seems that driving rain has driven people into their cars this morning. Yes, traffic's heavy on the northern motorway. It's taking about 45 minutes to get in from Greville. If you're about to hit the northwestern, I hope you've got some good tunes. Yeah, traffic's heavy. It's taking about 30 minutes to reach the city from Lincoln Road. No major issues in Wellington, Christchurch or Hokitika, but roads are wet right around the country, so please take extra care this morning.
The Caltex Traffic Report, helping you enjoy the journey.
Well, breakfast news headlines. Residents are continuing to mop up in Huntly after flash flooding hit the Waikato town last night, pouring into houses and covering properties in debris. Britain's Prime Minister Theresa May has confirmed formal Brexit negotiations will get underway by the end of March next year. Plus, a New York Times investigation has revealed Donald Trump may have avoided paying income tax for up to 18 years. More details in the news at 8:30.
Thanks, Daniel. To say Gráinne Moss has a big job ahead of her would be somewhat of an understatement. She's the new boss of the Ministry for Vulnerable Children, an unenviable task.
It's like a grasshopper on stilts.
Oh,
good.
Now, Showbiz is next, and Justin Timberlake's film premiere hasn't gone down well, Alicia.
Yeah, there was an epic fail at the premiere. I'll show you the awkward moment after the break.
My head, don't close my eyes, halfway on a slow move.
The book is the Great New Zealand Birthday Cake book. We'll put all the details up on our Facebook page. All good book retailers, am I?
Absolutely.
Something like that. That's us for another day on breakfast. We'll be back from 6 o'clock tomorrow. Ka kite. Ciao.
Cheerio. Bye.